Picture this, it's late, you're standing in the kitchen, bathed in the cold fluorescent glow of the refrigerator light. You grab the milk carton and you see it right there in black ink. January 6th, 2026. You look at the time, it's 12 a.m. It is now January 7th. In that split second, a superstition starts to set in. At that carton and you start to see a chemical transformation starting to take place. We act as if right when midnight strikes and the date changes, that nutritious beverage turns into a biological weapon. So you do what millions of us do every day. You throw it out. We assume that a team of government scientists carefully decided that it would expire today. But that is all an illusion. We treat these printed dates like unshakable laws of nature. Americans throw away 40% of the food they produce. We're filling up landfills with perfectly good, edible food, all because of that little black ink stamped on the package. So why are those numbers even there? Well, it has nothing to do with your health and nothing to do with your safety. It's a tool used to protect the manufacturer's brand and trick you into buying groceries twice. This is the story of the Great Expiration Myth. To understand expiration dates, we have to look at the law. If I asked you who regulates the expiration dates on foods, you'd probably guess the FDA or maybe the CDC. You would assume that there would be strict laws preventing grocers from selling you old soup, but you would be wrong. Here's the reality. With the single exception on baby formula, the federal government does not mandate expiration dates on any foods. None. Zero. You could legally put a can of beans right on the shelf and not put a single date on it at all. All the words that you see on your foods, use by, best by, sell by, are completely voluntary. It's not mandated by the government at all. The people selling you the food are the ones deciding what to put on there. And because there is no set standard, the system is in the Wild West. A sell-by date could mean something completely differently legally in Montana than a best-by date in Florida. And that confusion, that's exactly where the money is made. Manufacturers mainly use 3 codes. And the unfortunate thing is that none of them are written for you, the eater. And we're sending in our field reporter, Cuther, to decode it all.
Code number 1, the sell-by date. This is the most misunderstood label in the grocery store. This date is literally a note from the manufacturer to the stock boy. It tells the store, hey, rotate the inventory by this day so we can keep the food looking fresh. This assumes that you will buy the product, take it home, and keep it in the fridge for another week or more. If you're throwing away food on the sell-by date, you are literally throwing away fresh food because you are reading a memo that was not meant for you. Next is the best buy date. This is the trickiest one. Notice the word best. It does not say safe buy, it says best. This is a measure of quality, not safety. The manufacturer is essentially saying, after this date, this potato chip might not be the exact gold standard for crunchiness, but maybe 5% less crunchy. It's not dangerous, not poisonous, just not peak chip. Manufacturers set this date a bit early because they are terrified you will eat a slightly stale cracker and go, hey, this brand has gone downhill. They want you to eat the best version, or better yet, throw it away and buy another bag. Next is the use by date. This is the one that you should pay attention to, but even then, take it with a grain of salt. This is usually found on perishables like soft meat or deli cheeses. Even this is a conservative estimate. It creates a safety buffer so wide that you are likely throwing away perfectly edible turkey before it even expires.
So if the dates are just a suggestion, how do we know if something's gone bad? Well, we have a fundamental misunderstanding of what bad means. It's because we're confusing spoilage with pathogens. Let's break that down. Spoilage bacteria are the bacteria that make food smell weird, taste sour, or grow that fuzzy green sweater. Is it disgusting? Absolutely. Is it deadly? Usually no. If you drink sour milk, for example, you're going to throw up. But that's because it smells weird or it tastes revolting. But it's probably not a bacterial infection. Your body's smart. Evolution has taught it that if it smells like a wet dog, don't eat it. The real enemy is pathogenic bacteria, things such as E. coli, salmonella, or listeria. These are the ones that can send you to the hospital. And the scary part, they don't smell, you can't taste them, they're invisible assassins. And they have absolutely nothing to do with the printed date. Pathogens are a result of improper handling. If you leave raw chicken out on the counter for a day, it'll become pathogenic on the day that it was printed. Conversely, a tub of yogurt stored at 38 degrees might last 3 weeks after the printed date. We have this whole thing backwards. We are trusting the printed date more than our basic hygiene. Now, put your CEO hats on for a second. Why would manufacturers print such short dates when the food actually lasts longer? Let's say you sell milk, and you have a choice. You can set a realistic date of about 21 days from now. But you can also set a conservative date 14 days from now. Let's say you pick 21 days from now as your expiration date. Your customer buys the milk from you, uses it for cereal, coffee, baking, and finishes the whole bottle and comes and buys more from you. But let's say you pick 14 days. They take it home, but they don't get through the whole thing and have like a quarter left. And then they see the date. They get nervous, they pour it down the sink, and then they come back to you earlier to buy another bottle of milk. It's planned obsolescence, but for food. The shorter the shelf life, the grocers love it, keeps inventory moving, manufacturers love it, people keep buying more. In the whole equation, the only loser is you. And it doesn't just hurt your wallet, it hurts the planet. The US wastes about 80 billion pounds of food a year, and it goes all into landfills. And there, it doesn't just turn into dirt. Because it's buried with all the other trash, mostly in plastic bags, it rots without oxygen. And that creates methane, a greenhouse gas 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide. Meaning, the little printed ink on the side of every food canister isn't just hurting your wallet, it's hurting the entire planet. So how do we fix it? How do we deprogram ourselves? Well, we need to stop acting like robots following a command code and more just like mammals. The sniff test is actually a piece of biotechnology that has evolved over millions of years to smell rot. If you open the milk and it looks fine and it smells fine, it's probably fine. So here's your homework. Go to your fridge right now, get the oldest item in there, and do the sniff test. Do you have mustard from 2018? Do you have a sandwich from when the first Avatar movie was still in theaters? Let us know in the comments and we'll see who has the record. So this date is just a suggestion. It's a marketing claim, not a death sentence. The next time the clock strikes midnight, don't panic. Don't let a printing machine tell you what to eat. Just trust your nose and don't waste milk.